Okay, so what we have here is a hard drive and it's split into 9 sectors. So you've got sectors 0 to 3 here, you've got sector 4 here, sectors 5 to 7 here, and sectors 8 to 9 here. By either side you've got, we're going to look at this, the initial position. So this is literally, imagine that we've just saved file A, file B and file C. That is our initial position, the start. Now file A, that takes up, we're going to say, all 3 sectors, so it's full up. Sector 4, file B, is really small. So file B is such a small file, it only takes up part of sector 4. So you've still got space on sector 4, so I'm going to put an S for space. Sectors 5 to 7, file C, is 2 sectors, full, and sectors 8 to 9, empty. Now, the way this works, before we move on, sector 5 to 7 is 2 sectors full and 1/3 empty. So if you think about it, well, you can do the math. Let's imagine that we've deleted file B. So it's gone from sector 4. Now it leaves us a bit of space, which is great. But you need a small file to replace it. If you save a big file, it won't go in this box here. So it spreads out your files even more on your hard drive. Now let's imagine that file A, I've added an extra page to my Word document. So I'm writing a story, I've just done another page. Well, actually a couple of pages. There's not enough room to save it in sector 4, which is next door to sector 0 to 3. So it saves it in sectors 8 and 9, which is quite far away from sectors 0 to 3. That means that when you open up the file, it's got to go to sectors 0 and 3, and then it's got to go to sectors 8 and 9, which then takes time, more or less, processing time. That's a problem. It slows down your computer because it's got to search all the sectors for the file. So what can we do about that? Well, this defrag organizes your files. So it will move file C down and it'll put file A possibly in this sector here, so it's practically next door. Or it'll create a wider sector for sector 4. The point being is it organizes your files, it rearranges your working space to increase the efficiency of your computer.